Another video. God, I'm just on a roll today. No, same conversation that I'm having with this lady, and she's wanting to build a business, and she's having a tough time right now. And I thought of this, and it was so profound to me. We don't judge people. What we do, we judge people based off of what they can do. But what people can do now is not what they can do a year from now, right? You don't go to the gym and judge someone off of their first bench press ever, right? And go, that's all they can lift. That's all they'll ever be able to lift. But I feel like we do this with humans. It's like, that's all they'll ever become. Like, that's all, oh, people don't change. It's like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, people do change. You know? It's like, all these bodybuilders at one point, they couldn't bench press 200 pounds, 300 pounds, 150 pounds, 100 pounds. The bar, right? And you have guys bench pressing 400. It's like, humans are the same thing with skills. Like, if you're not good at sales, it's like, you know, I love when Alex Hormozi says this. Are you asking the universe to be unreasonable? It's like, you are, right? But it's so funny. No one goes to the fucking gym and is like, oh, I can't bench press 400 pounds. I'm a failure. This isn't for me. No one fucking does that. But people will literally get on their first sales call or cold call and bomb and be like, it's not for me. It's like, dog, what? What? Like, give it the same approach. It's about progress. It's about building yourself. You don't go to the fucking gym for a day and you can't lift like Arnold, so you just fucking quit. No. You understand it's going to take time. You didn't become fucking fat overnight. You know what I'm saying? You didn't eat one scoop of ice cream and become obese. That's not what happened, right? You didn't eat one stick of celery and you just had a shredded six-pack. That's not what happened, right? But people understand this when it comes to, I feel like more so, right? It's not do you, it's how much do you. It's not do you understand, right? Or do you not understand? It's to what degree do you understand? How much do you understand? I love when Alex does that because sometimes our thinking is so binary. It's so black and white. And it's like, no. You know? So I feel like people understand it more when it comes to weightlifting. Like, I've never seen anyone do that. Have you guys ever seen anyone go to the fucking gym and they can't lift 300 pounds and go, oh, it's not for me. I'm a failure. No, I just can't. But people will do that when it comes to like life skills, especially sales, because that's my experience. That's the life that I experience because I'm in sales. People every day just first call, nope, not for me. It's like, dude, what? Like, what? You just take your first step as a child, eat shit, and go, walking's not for me. Like, imagine if people had that mentality. It's like you just see a 40-year-old laying on his stomach. It's like, what's wrong with that guy? Yeah, first step didn't work out, so he decided it wasn't for him. It's like, no, that's ridiculous. That's ludicrous. It's like, so fucking apply that same mindset to life, especially things that you want to do, right? The formula for success is willingness times ableness. So it's like, but you can't judge your ability to do something the first time you do it because your ability can grow, right? So can your willingness, right? Because I'm looking back at the Paul I was a year ago, and I gave it my all, and now I'm looking back on the Paul that I am now, looking back on the Paul that I was a year ago, and I'm like, I have more to give moving forward. But the Paul that I was giving it, that Paul was giving it his all. But now the Paul I am now, looking back on that Paul that I was, is like, I have more to get. I could have gave more, you know? So hindsight's 2020, so I'm just going to do that movie. And I'm going to give it, the Paul I'm going to be is going to give it more than the Paul I used to be and the Paul that I am now. And then the Paul that I will be ahead of that Paul will look back on that Paul that gave it more than the Paul I am now and the Paul that I was, and still have, right? So it's like bench pressing. It's like going to the gym. You know what I'm saying? You don't think you can lift fucking the bar, and then you do it long enough, and then you can lift the bar, and then you're like, oh shit, I didn't think I could do it, and now I'm doing it, and then it gives you this like foresight of like, wait, so if the person I am now is looking back on the person that I was, and the person I was didn't think I could do it, and the person I am now can see that I could do it, what person am I going to be 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, 10 decades, 10 decades, 100, you get what I'm saying though. So it's just like, have that same approach, man. Fucking hell.